morning. Welcome to Deets, Beats, and Dancing Feet. This show is all about improving your DJ performances, making your couple's experiences a little more memorable, and maybe even making just a little bit more money. Hi, my name is Thomas Heath. Today's show is all about introductions. How doing something that other DJs don't bother doing can really help set you apart from your competition. You want to learn a little bit more about that? I'll see you right after the break. Welcome back. So, what's this thing about introductions that Tom's talking about? Well, make it easy for you. How you introduce the wedding party and how you introduce the newly married couple into their first ever formal event as a married couple, as newlyweds, will separate you from the rabble. If you were to introduce someone to a family member or to a complete stranger, how would you do it? Would you, in your cheesiest DJ voice ever, say, "Hi, this is John Smith," and walk away? No, you would not do that. You would say, "This is my best friend. I met him when we were playing in the sandbox in elementary school. He is an underwriter for an insurance company, and he absolutely loves chocolate and strawberry milkshakes." How is that? Now, not only do you know who this person is, you know why they're important to you, and you know a little bit more about them. It's called a grand introduction. It's called a wedding party introduction. It's not called the grand yelling of names over a microphone and hoping everybody cares. That's not what it is. Don't do that, because that's what every other DJ out there does. It's tired. It's not, there's no point in doing it. I mean, other than stroking the people's egos that are in the wedding party for about 5 seconds, what's the value? Does it make any sense or any difference to anybody if all you're doing is yelling people's names over a microphone? Not really. Make it meaningful. Having that be part of your sales process is also important. Sharing how this is important, how what you do is important, is necessary for you to be able to sell your services and separate you and differentiate you from every other DJ that they're going to call. Because they will be calling more than you. I promise you that. Also, when you bring in the couple for the first time ever, you have to make it memorable in a good way. Don't be cheesy with them. Be genuinely happy. When you say that you're honored, be honored to do it. When you say it is my privilege, believe that. Because people can tell a fake a mile away. And if you're just saying the same shit over and over again, can I say that? Okay. If you're just saying the same things over and over and over again, you're not going to believe it. You're not going to internalize it. And if you don't believe it, they won't believe it either. To quote a Seinfeld line, it's not a lie if you believe it. So you have to believe what you're saying. You have to feel what you're saying. For Pete's sake, you're there because two people fell in love with each other. They found each other. They are throwing a party for their family and friends to celebrate not just their relationship, but their journey. So you should be sharing that with everyone in the room. I have a little bit of an example of how this has separated me, again, differentiating yourself from the DJs in your area, and how it has actually equated to more sales for my services, a higher rate of pay for my services, and how I now command a premium rate to have me as their entertainer, their master of ceremonies, over the other great people that we have here at A+ Event Entertainment right after this.
DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
Welcome back. So I was at a planning meeting with one of our couples, and they were not interested in having a long, drawn-out wedding party introduction for their wedding. So one of the things that I learned from Bill Herman is you have to ask why. For everything. I mean, if you're not asking why for things like your music request list, if there's a do not play on there that is something that fills your floor every weekend, if you're not asking why, you're not working with your couples, you're working for them. You're just a jukebox at that point if you're not giving your feedback. So when they said they didn't want to have a long drawn out wedding party introduction, I told them I don't want that either. Because fun and entertainment and enjoyment is tied with brevity. It being short and impactful. So I said, I don't want a paragraph and a half for each person. I just want to know some simple things like who they are to you. Are they a relative? Are they a friend? Where did you meet if they're your friend? What kind of relative are they? Are they older than you? Are they younger than you? What do they do? And what are they known for? Those are all very, very important things that we have to know as entertainers if we are to properly introduce someone. Because again, as I said earlier, that's how you would introduce someone to a complete stranger. You wouldn't just yell their name and walk away. So they were teetering on whether they wanted to do it or not. I said, well, I tell you what. I pulled up one of my old scripts from the weekend before, and I said, we have a few options for this. And I did just names. I did names with the 3 simple facts, who they are, what they do, and a fun fact about them. And then I did a paragraph, because I've done all 3 different kinds. And they said, yeah, we definitely want to have their facts. And showing them the difference, and that after talking with them, and then their wedding came up, and after the wedding, we actually talked about the introduction being one of their favorite parts of the night. The other one being their love story. That's a show for another time. So, you know what time it is. It's time for your action steps. I'll be right back. Action step number 1. Make sure that you are asking good questions during the introduction planning process. Y for nose. That's a big deal. Action step number 2, come up with a planning form or an email that you can send to your couples with those questions in it. Who they are to you, if they're a friend, where and when you met, if they're a relative, if they're older or younger. The second question is, what do they do? And then the final question is a fun fact about them. Formulating it and formatting it in that way will get a much better buy-in than just saying, hey, I want to do this thing, and just throwing it at them. And action step number 3 is to make sure that you have examples of different types of introductions. Don't just do the same thing over and over again. Show them that they can have personalized introductions like they would introduce their best friend to their grandmother without it being long and drawn out, without it being boring, and with it being an integral part of the wedding itself. Because guests want to know, why are all those people dressed alike? Why are they standing up during the ceremony? Why are they some of the most important people to the couple? That's why you're doing the introduction. That's why you're not just yelling, hey, it's Susie Smith and Joe Brown. Don't do that. It's lame. That's my show. Thanks for watching. And I hope you had a great Labor Day. I'll see you